body, and you sit down here with your wife, you sit down here with your girlfriend, you dey hide your phone password, your wife no get your password, your girlfriend no get your password, you are protecting your family. It go better for you. God will bless you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day on My Boss TV 1. And today we are going to rant a bit about a video I saw, which I find to be very interesting. And you gave me a topic to discuss with you. It's an interesting one. So please, let's just go and watch the video and then come back.
Let's watch the video.
Ghanaians, what is going on? Eh? I was opportune to pass through the Canadian embassy yesterday. Jesus. If you see crowd, you're not the wrong go. Hey Ghanaians, if you see crowd, Jesus, Herade yes do mo. Chai! Una the wrong come up from our country. Eh? When Nigeria say raw they come. Eh? Where can I be able? Because very soon, I'm going to hear Ikeshuku Kwani and Folabi Mensa. Now I'm going to hear. Because the speed on after the rock come up for this country, not good though. Value what you have. Ghanaians, value what you have. Value what you have. Sure?
Well, that was the video. And I like this man. I really like the way he presents the whole case. I think he's a nice guy. I don't know him, and I appreciate what he's saying, what the discussion is about, what he's talking about. I think it's very wonderful that he has noticed something like this and pointing it out. I'm an African. I'm a pro-African. Pro-African in the sense that I prefer Africans sharing things among themselves, doing things for themselves, helping each other out, and discussing things concerning each other's country. I think it's a brotherly connection, a brotherly activity when two countries, neighboring countries or neighboring countries come together or are commenting about each other's trading among each other, and also try to boost each other up, try to address the matter in each other's country. I think it gives it a platform whereby one can actually address what is lagging, and what is uplifted in the country. Well, as he said, he drove by the Canadian embassy and he saw Ghanaians flooding in queues to try to exit the country. As you can see, I'm not in Ghana, I'm in Denmark. And when I see such things, I keep hearing it, people trying to cross the sea to come to Europe and drowning and all such things. It breaks my heart and everything. And of course, I prefer people come to Europe or Canada or wherever they may see other Western countries in a better way. But of course, it's not everybody that gets the chance to do it like that. Come in the genuine way. So of course, people take more risky approach to that. Is it wise? I wouldn't say so, but in times these people are very desperate, so thereby they take such things. Don't care, do or die kind of attitude. It is dangerous, but of course, where they are coming from, they think it's even worse. So if they are going to take this approach to the matter, they will risk their life in doing it. As 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. Either ways. I think it's sad. As I'm saying, I live in Denmark, and in Denmark here, the country does everything to keep people in their country, to develop their country, to build the country, and to pay their taxes in the country. When you live here and you graduate and everything, you look for a job in the country. It's very few, max 5% of the whole public or the graduate students or PhDs or whatever that seek job outside. Most of the time, those jobs are actually jobs that are appointed to them, meaning that they've been headhunted by a company because of what unique abilities they have. They don't necessarily, because the country they live in, the PB in Denmark, has made things adequate, has made job opportunities, has created the avenue for them to find a job, a great job and great opportunities in their own country. So there's no need for them to go abroad to try to look for something there. Of course, some people go out there because of maybe climate-wise, or because of the environment, or because of maybe they're falling in love with a foreigner and thereby they prefer to work in that country or whatnot. But either way, it's very, very few. Contrast all our African countries leaving their own country to seek greener pastures abroad. Is it the best way of doing it? No. Why is there such a problem? Problem is because they feel people mostly feel like there's no opportunities there for them. The opportunities that is in the country is not adequate. And even if you get the opportunities, the trials you go through just to keep that position or that job is very, very demanding. Very, very demanding. You have to know people in places, or you have to sacrifice some relationship or private matters. Or you have to bribe. You have to bribe even just to get a job. Because else you will not be called in for a second interview. If you're a lady, there may be some romantic affairs in the corners for you to get in. And what are the prospects? What are the chances that after you have given your body to this person employing, or the manager or whatever, you are still going to get the job? There's no guarantees. And when you put all these things together, the people are tired. You have university graduates, people that have educated themselves, gone all these years in school and all such, but still there are no jobs for them when they are done. Whenever there are scholarships for people to go abroad to study, the big people themselves spread it among their own children, or their own relatives, or people they know. So it doesn't even care to an average person, an average citizen. They don't even get that opportunity. So people are being stifled. People are being stressed, because even after going to school, seeking higher education, going to universities, going to do your masters, whatever it may be, and when you are done, there's no job for you. And I think it's very sad, because a lot of people also want to seek into the government sectors. But the thing about it is, those people that are there don't even want to go on pension, whereby other people will get the opportunity to come in. They have hijacked the positions. When it's time for them to leave office, they don't. And then just stay in the place and then be embezzling or doing whatever they want to do just to stay in that office, instead of leaving for other people to get the opportunity. They don't. The issue, or just some of the issues, could be the people themselves. I know a lot of people that have created businesses from the ground up and still don't making it well. A lot of people have built businesses in Ghana without stepping foot in abroad. Maybe if they will come to Europe or outside abroad or whatever, it's for a vacation, or maybe to seek some business deals or whatever it is, sponsorship or whatever it is. A lot of people have still made it in the country without stepping foot abroad. How come they have been able to achieve it, but others can't? Are they wiser than them? I don't think so. Is it nicer in abroad? Yes, the salary is good and everything, but of course, there's a price to pay. What is that price? When you come to abroad to look for a job, if it's not an English-speaking country, you have to learn the language. You have to settle in the country. Meaning, you have to get a place to stay, a place to the job. You have to look for the job, and also you have to find a way of moving around, which is not always that easy. Of course, there are cars, trucks, buses, and all this in public transport. They are all there. But still, you need to know your surroundings. I prefer that there were jobs that was created in Africa for Africans or for wherever they may come from, so that they don't need to seek just greener pastures abroad. And even if they want to, it's very few, so that the country can hold their own citizens in their country to do what is needed. But here is the case that there's no such thing. You have people in offices that are not doing the job they're supposed to do. People that are not being held accountable. But yet again, of course, it's all politics. So we did this, they did that. It's always somebody else's fault. Instead of standing there and taking the blame for yourself. It's never their fault. Is it right? You are holding the people hostage. And thereby they feel like they have to flee their country just to look for peace. Water is a problem. Sanitation is a problem. Electricity is a problem. Transportation is a problem. And noise pollution. Noise pollution is a problem. But here's the case. Nobody wants to tackle the matters. Finding jobs for these people so that they feel good in their own country. I one day want to move back to Africa. I want to move back home. That's my biggest dream. And thereby when I watch Kweju Sheldon, and then he's talking about how difficult it is, he doesn't understand why we outside, we want to come back home. But as the saying goes, as a Ghanaian, if you home is home. Home is where the heart is. I love it when I come home. I enjoy it. But yet again, it's very difficult when you are used to some living standard and then you come there and then the standard is so low. It's very, very difficult. It's very frustrating. It makes those few weeks that you are over there, it makes you want to crash your head, or I don't know the word for it. It's very difficult to survive. The place is too noisy. It is too, if you're home or whatever, all of a sudden the light just goes off without you knowing it, no warning, no nothing, it just goes. You're always destroying your equipments, your TVs, your whatever. They're always being destroyed because of the power outage, on and off, on and off, on and off, and such. Water, garbage. I see people burning garbage. They are refuge. Instead of, in this modern world, we are sorting our garbage and try to recycle and everything. No, people are burning it outside, creating fumes that are very toxic to the body. With all these things, people feel tired. People feel frustrated. People feel like they are not being heard. They're not being heard. And thereby, they feel like the government have neglected them. Thereby, if they have to seek greener pastures abroad, they will take that chance. But then again, even think about it. Even for those that are even on that queue, people on that queue, even trying to seek visa to Canada, even the way they got their passports, how difficult it is to get your passport ready in Ghana. That is even a headache on its own. So even for them to get that far, it's a blessing. They feel like they are already there. Because now they even have a passport. Which is very sad. Because a passport is supposed to be the easiest thing a citizen should be able to get. It should be the easiest thing a citizen should get. But no, it's also been weaponized. It's also been made so hard, so tough for a person to get it. But a short time ago, I was reading about the prices of passports increasing and such. Why does it have to? I know, of course, things increase and everything goes up and everything. But for those prices, it makes it even more difficult for that average person who is trying to seek greener pastures abroad to even come onto the table. But then again, what about the people? What about the people themselves? Do they mean that they don't have any ideas or nothing that they can try to make something good in the country themselves? Is there no business strategy? Is there nothing they can do in that country to make money? To start something up, the private sector. Instead of everybody looking at the government sector, what about the private sector? Of course, you meet challenges over there. I myself have met challenges. And I know a lot of Ghanaians living abroad that have also met challenges. You try to set up a business in Africa for Ghanaians to have something to do. As long as you are not there, they will ruin your business. I know several people, many people living abroad who try to establish something in Ghana for the Ghanaians to do, to make money so that they can feed their children and to have a life, a way of life. But because you are not there, they will ruin your business and your business will collapse. So the whole thing is about our mindset. Of course, you can try to seek greener pastures, but how many of you are going to survive? How many people are going to survive? Yes, you can go and of course, you make a lot of money and everything. Of course, you should know like it's also a hard job. It's not an easy job. It is not an easy job you are going to do. You'll be homesick, you'll miss your family, you'll miss the food you are used to, you'll miss your surroundings, miss your... a lot. But again, what is the way forward? If the government makes programs or empowers people so that they make sure like there's job enough for people, or try to stimulate the private sector, try to create a system whereby people can establish a business and find a way of sustaining it, that will make a lot of people stay, because there's no need for you to go outside to go and work if you can do the same thing at home and make the living. The European living or the American or the Western world of living is very high. That means you also need high money, a lot of money to keep that standard. The way of living in Ghana is kind of low. I know because of the inflation, things are kind of expensive. It's low compared to what we do or what we pay abroad. But yet again, it's down to the people. The mindset of the people. They need to change their mindset. Other people are creating things on their own. Other people are developing their own private sector on their own. I give a shout out to Kojo Sheldon. I tell you, he's a great guy. With Amaya too, created a YouTube channel with millions and million subscribers and such. He did it with nothing. It's all down to the people. People are creating businesses, poultry farms, farmers, God knows what. There's so many things one can do. But of course, because they think like living abroad is the easiest way, so they're taking that route. Believe you me, it's not easy. If you want to try it, go try it. Go try it. Keep hearing people that have traveled to Dubai, Kuwait, and all these things, the Middle East and everything, and some also Canada, Germany, and such, and they talk about their ordeals, things they've gone through. It's not fun. But of course, a person in dire grade will say like, oh, I may have a better chance. I may have a better way. I will survive it. If they have survived it, so can I. If I have survived it, so can I. But I should remember I came here very young. So, but that's what my point is. If you want to try it, try it. But the best solution will be find a way of living in your own country and try to survive it. Try to find a way of choosing better leaders, better politicians, better mindset, so that when you have a job, you should know like this is a job I have to accomplish, because that's what you do here. You have to accomplish that job because without it you'll be fired tomorrow, no matter where you are. There's no sluggish attitude here. If you don't do your job right, you'll be fired. Have a better mindset so that you can thrive in the countries we are all in. If it's Ghana, do better. If it's Togo, do the same. Nigeria, do the same. So that we can all thrive in our own countries. Of course, if you want to see greener pastures wherever, sure, try it. But the best thing will be for us to keep our own people in our own homes, our own countries, and our own continent, for us to have a better use for them, so that we can all survive in our own places. That's what I think anyways. Give me your point of view, share your point of view, Tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. Sure, come with a comment on my Boss TV. Tada. Drop me a comment. Stay blessed.